is my Module 5 machine learning project. Business case is if you were a business and you only wanted to do marketing to people who made more than $50,000 per year, you'd want to filter out all of the customers and people in a certain location who make less than $50,000 per year in order to find the people who you do want, the people who make more than $50,000 a year. And this will save you on, or save the potential business on marketing costs, and it will hopefully make the business more money because they might have a better location, all sorts of things. And the data that I used was from the 1996 census. It's from a public database. And the way that I got my results were I used some random forest models, which basically just is a decision tree. If you've ever heard of a decision tree, it's where you make certain splits on the numerical range in order to go from the randomness to the least amount of randomness. For example, if everyone under 40 made less than $50,000 a year, you would make a split at 40, because now you would know that everyone under 40 makes less than 50,000, so you don't have to wonder whether those people make $50,000 or not. Now you've figured it out. It's called information gain. And the relative importance of the top 10 features, this means that each one of these features relative to how much it is on the left, it's the percentage or the y-axis, and that tells you the amount of information gain that you got. It's a final weight, which was the demographic data, was the most important, then age, then education, and how many hours they worked per week, stuff like that. Here's a decision tree. The most important thing on this decision tree was whether they were married or not. That was the first thing at the top, so that was the thing that had the most information gain, or that split was the best split to go from completely random to as opposite as random as you could get. And some recommendations for the business. I would collect more data on the customers than just what they bought or stuff like that. So I'd try to get at least their age and education and whether they're married or not, because these things people are willing to give to you. They might not be so willing to give you something like how much in capital gains they had or something like that, but these things are still important, and you should still be able to figure out whether they make more or less relatively. And I would send marketing flyers only to housing areas with the strongest averages near the splits for people who make more than 50,000, because the areas that have more people who fit the criteria for more than $50,000 a year, those are the areas that you want to send marketing to. And I'd only put stores in areas that have a lot of people like that. some future work. Could try to run